So we are meeting with Chris Duffy, the CIO of MyPlace.org.
Yes.
And we appreciate you taking some time out to meet with us.
Thanks, gentlemen, for coming out. Really glad to have you here.
Well, thanks. We really appreciate all the time that your staff has devoted to answering our questions.
I'm sure you get the urgency and sense of importance that this entire project has for every employee in this company.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We do have a couple more questions if we could ask them.
Sure, be my guest.
The first one is probably the most important, is what do you consider to be the criteria for success for this project?
Success for this project. From an IT perspective, it's noise.
Can you clarify what you mean by that?
Sure, I'll give you clarity on noise.
Okay.
And you guys have been in the business a long time, and what you find is in especially large major infrastructure projects and even smaller ones, there's noise. It's things that don't go right, it's failures, it's changes in scope that impact the bottom line, it's cost overruns, it's delays in those deadlines that impact the organization at a larger scale. So I'm looking for somebody to create success for myself and my places is to keep that noise to the minimum. And remember I mentioned cost overruns? Don't look at that as a license.
Okay.
Instead, what I want is you and I are on the same page. You know it, I know it, and vice versa. I will share with you because success goes both ways. But that successful project is keeping the noise down, keeping my customers happy, keeping my stakeholders happy, my investors very happy, and my employees.
Great. Okay. Thank you. Do you have any restrictions or guidelines for the team on vendors, protocols, platforms, open source versus proprietary, things like that?
That's great. So why don't we start with the big one there, which is open source versus closed source. I'm very open to open source. I believe in it. Used it in the past. And if you've already met with my team, I'm sure that you've heard some of the concerns from a security standpoint. And if you look at what we're housing in data here and the transactions we're doing, that's going to be first and foremost. So feel free with open source. Absolutely. Just justify and make me feel comfortable and the team comfortable that it's the right decision. Hardware-wise, look, I'm a straight shooter. I cut my teeth on Compaq and HP. It served me well in my career. Even here, I do like Juniper as well for the network infrastructure. HP both ways. I'm not a fan of Cisco. In previous organizations, the total cost of ownership is exorbitant. And when you look at that in comparison, the cost benefit isn't there. I'm not saying don't do it, but you heard what I needed to say there.
Okay. You didn't mention vendors.
Oh, I saved the best for last,
okay.
Right? So vendors is, look, I can get a vendor anywhere. I can pick up the phone. Well, I can go online and Google, or I can use eBay. I can get anything I need anywhere. What I need for the success of this company is a strategic partner. I need somebody that's going to look out for me. Hey, Chris, there's a seminar on cloud hybrid, and based on what you said, I think you should go. I'm looking for somebody that's going to look out for me, help me ensure my success, my team, my organization's success. Because guess what? If I'm making money and growing, there's only one place I'm going to go. Is there. So I'm looking more for a partnership than a vendor.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And probably in that vendor itself, I'm going to have some requirements as well. That at least 3 years in business, 10 plus employees. Some certifications would be nice for both the company, definitely for the employees. You're coming in here and presenting a very highly complex, interdependent, related solution. I want to know I got the right people.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. What are your goals for expansion for the company over the next 12 months? What do you see as your user base?
Okay. Now, of course, this is off the record. You're not talking to sales, right? Because sales is going to tell you that, we're going to have 3 million users in 4 months, and then I'll be driving that Ferrari. But in reality is we've probably got maximum load right now 1,000 users. Would I like 3 million users? Yes. So what am I looking for in scalability and virtualization is to give me a very strong foundation that on which I can build and scale. Is, you know, don't go giving me a 90 terabyte SAN right out of the gate. Don't be building a load balancer for an OC3 right out of the gate. Should it be there, or should there be a plan in your proposal to take me there to 10,000 users, to 1 million users? Absolutely. But let's do it in stages, and I don't want to do any forklifting there.
Okay, very good. I think the last question that the team has is, can you identify for us what a successful proposal will look like?
It's the one I pick.
Obviously.
Good question. Good question. So let's let me break it down a little bit in what I'm going to expect and ensure success for both partners. Is first thing, don't give me War and Peace. I didn't do well in college. I'm not going to do well reading that, and nobody else is here. We don't have that kind of time. So what do I want to see? Give me a summary. I want to know about the company I'm dealing with. I want to see the financials of the company I'm dealing with if I can. I want to know the philosophy of the founders, the owners, how you're based. I want to know the right people. Who's going to be doing the work? Who am I dealing with? Who's my project manager? Are they got PMP certs? What have they done? Show me the likes. Reduce risk and comfort, increase it. So if this is their first project, I'm probably not going to go there. And if you're bringing in Hyper-V or VMware people, I like Hyper-V. I want to know that they've done it on a large scale with high availability and failover. And if you're bringing in the blade specialists, I want to know that they've been certified by the vendor to do that. And I want to see them in the proposal. Hell, even getting the hardware. Why did you propose? Let me know what you were thinking. Let me get inside of your head a little bit more. We were looking at a Cisco blade and an HPC class blade, and this is why we've chosen this. I ask the same thing of my team. Come to me with a recommendation and I'll challenge it, or I'll be educated enough to make a decision that will impact this organization. So give those to me with that. I also want you to keep, now I want it electronically, and you've had ample time at this point, I feel, to review the proposal. You have an additional 2 weeks. You miss that deadline, I don't open it. 4 o'clock it's due, 4:01 I'm not opening it. Those should be sent electronically in PDF and Word format. I want the proposal separate from pricing. Because when it comes to a successful proposal, remember, I'm looking for a partner. Price plays a piece of it. Notice I didn't use the word big. It plays a piece. Why that? Separate the price out. I want to read the proposal. We're going to look at the best proposal without any influence on pricing. Then the team will rate those proposals. I believe in that transparency. You need to know what we're going to do. Once those are then voted on and quantified and qualified, we then open pricing. Where does our top fit? Where does our second fit? And is that price difference worth the risk? That will then determine a successful proposal. I don't care about your references, by the way, because they're all going to be good. So don't even put them in a proposal.
Okay, good. That's great information.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time to answer these questions, and if we come up with anything else, we'll let you know.
Feel free. You even have my cell.
Yep.
So definitely, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Hey, have a good afternoon. Thanks for coming all the way out here. You like our facilities?
We like it a lot. It's a great location.
Yeah. Just a side note there is we try to do object reuse, as you can see, of the exterior, and use as much efficiency on the inside. Our data center, I want a green data center. I want a highly energy efficient data center. I'd rather go with a closed air system, but that's what our customers expect of us. That's why there's solar panels out there. Not that I can use them for the data center, but they're there for a reason. So thanks again, and she'll be able to get you directions out of here. I know it gets a little complicated getting out.
All right, thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye.